Good morning. We have big swell today. However, it is going to arrive in the afternoon. It's still only 7:30 right now, and I'm looking at the webcams and it's not quite happening yet. However, the interval period is actually 20 seconds until 9 a.m. and then it shifts to 19 seconds at noon, but it only says 8 to 10 foot by 3 p.m. So because the swell seems like it's coming in later, usually I would already be at Ulu, like checking the wave, but I'm looking at the webcam and there's not anything. I actually didn't sleep very well, to tell you the truth. I woke up a couple of times in the middle of the night and then I went back to sleep. We are though starting the day. Hydration. Water is always first thing in the morning. I usually try to drink at least half of this, sometimes the whole thing. Love my Kangen water. Best water. Usually, actually, if I've done my grocery shopping, I have lemons and I squeeze fresh lemon juice and mix that with water. Haven't done the grocery shopping, so just a whole thing of water is perfect. And actually this water is very alkalizing, it's very antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory, super hydrating, tastes so clean, so good, so alive. I am going to do though a meditation and do my yoga practice and my stretchy band exercises. I'll probably do just a short yoga practice. Not too long of a meditation, but I very much like to always do my spiritual practices in the morning to set the tone and allow me to come into alignment and feel grounded. Okay, yoga is finished. I actually felt very strong in my handstands today, so hopefully that means that my shoulders are strong today. And I've still been continuing on since my last week, the 5 a.m. 5-day challenge that I did. If you didn't see that, I can link it here and you can follow day one, and I did that for 5 days. However, since then, now for 10 days, I've been back practicing the Transcendental Meditation technique, the TM method. And that is the actual real protocol for that is 2 sessions a day. You do 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening. However, I've just been doing it still twice a day, but not the complete 20 minutes. However, I've sat for always minimum 6 to 7 minutes. This morning was 7 minutes. Last night was 7 minutes. Yesterday morning was 14 minutes. So yes, I'm very, very much enjoying the Transcendental Meditation method practice. I am making a breakfast here. I have oats and I think I will eat my breakfast. The funny thing is that I keep checking the cam, and before it was still flat. Now something is definitely building slowly. Yeah, I didn't think that it was very exciting to go early morning and check. Probably tomorrow morning it will already be big, but because it's still building, there's always a little bit of a nervous energy, But I want to get my breakfast in. And you've probably seen my breakfast if you've been following my series. I eat the same breakfast. Hemp seeds, I'll add chia seeds and flax seeds and walnuts. And then I also add like vegan Nutella, flax seeds, chia seeds. And lately I ran out of my nut milk. I usually like to use almond milk or oat milk. However, I recently bought this protein powder and you mix it with water. So I've been using that as like the liquid milk base for the oatmeal. So that's been very convenient. I'm having protein, extra protein, and it's serving as my nut milk. See, and then now I have milk. So good. I'm gonna sit here and eat this. That's so good. Okay, so this is the situation. I am going out to get a coffee and go check the wave. It is the 19 and 20 seconds. However, it's only 8 to 10 foot. If it's not big, then I could use my 8.0 board. If it's like big and it's like 19 seconds, then I will take my 8.6. But I almost felt like last week I could have been even on an 8.0. That 8.6 is like for the days when I know that it's going to be like fully wet. There is a cow. Hello. Good morning. Oh. Yeah, okay. Hello. Good morning. Oh. Good morning. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Oh. Good morning. Oh. Bye-bye now. Have a nice day. That was just my neighbor. Actually, it's true. There is a field over there that has cows. Good morning. Yes, please. Okay, thank you, BGS. I got my coffee takeaway. Good morning.
One-handed coffee, one-handed.
Yeah, vlogging. Okay, I'm seeing small 2-foot wave. Good morning.
What's up?
I'm vlogging.
How are you?
That's my friend Matt. He is a very, very good surfer. Practices Ashtanga yoga, teaches Ashtanga yoga. Oh, hello, puppy. Okay. Okay, very small. Oh. Hi. No, hi, puppy. No, this is coffee. Hello. Okay, at this stage, I'm seeing 2-foot wave. 2-foot at racetrack. It's kind of filling up though, like the tide is going up. We're actually now 2 hours before the high tide. Morning. It's all happening here. Here, take a look at this. Very small. Very small. Very crowded. Very small. I can actually see that because the tide is going up, it actually is starting to fill like Bommy section. It's not yet quite anything yet. Yeah, maybe I will only paddle out on an 8.0. And it may have to even be like after the high tide, or maybe I'll go before the high tide, I'm not sure. Temples looks quite nice. It's just really not anything yet. However, I am going to wait here at least for the set because it is supposed to be building. This is always the thing on big wave days. Morning!
Morning, how are you?
Good, how are you? So this is always what it is on big days. Especially if obviously, like, as you can see, it's not arrived yet. It's always, I'm sure those of you who are watching already surf, but those of you who aren't, or those of you who maybe don't go out on, you know, the bigger days, for me, I always prepare by, if I can in the morning, if it's like already on in the morning, come and check the wave and look at the wave and just get a feel for the energy out there and what's going on. Of course, the conditions throughout the day can change. And then obviously, like, you know, choosing the board. Specifically for me now, like if I know that it's always going to be 8 foot and bigger, I'll always be on a gun. And I also learned for Bommy that you never want to be undergunned. I've gone out to baby Bommy like 6 to 8 foot with only a 6'3". Snap that October 5, didn't I? Look, I have randomly sometimes when it's a bit smaller gone out on a smaller board, but because Bommy's so thick and big there, it just likes a like bigger, heavier board. But the other day, like I said, I was out on my 8.6 and I actually almost could have just been, like last week Wednesday, it was 8 to 12 foot 17 seconds. I could have been on my 8.0. But then at the end of May, the first swell on the 28th, it was 10 to 15 foot and I was on my 710, but it was clean. But then then the next swell, probably second week of June, we also had another 10 to 15 foot day, but it was so windy, and because my pink board was in repair, I took my 710. I was so undergunned. The wind, I just could not get into the wave. I had another friend out there, Rodrigo. He also was only on like a 7.8. He's like super undergunned. Like couldn't even. It's okay. So yeah, you always want to make sure that you have the right equipment, the right board. You know, check everything's in good condition. Yeah, this is still slowly building. I'm just waiting for the set. Okay, actually you can tell that there's something, like now that the set, little bit of a set came in, it's kind of like building, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Here is the situation. I am going to take this. This is my 6.0 board. I call this actually like my baby gun. It actually snapped in July last year. I was undergunned on a really big day and I snapped it because I was already off the wave, actually trying to come in. Anywho, this is my baby gun. It's a 6.0 16.75 2.3. It's actually like quite heavy for 6.0. It actually was this guy Ben Benson, who is a professional surfer. He's half Indonesian, half American actually. And I also bought this board from White Monkey. I love White Monkey in Uluwatu. I've always gotten amazing boards there. The guys are always so helpful. Eddie, one of the guys there, knows the kinds of boards that I like, and he always helps me. I'm still looking to get to replace my 5.5 and my 6.3, which I snapped. I actually saw some other boards the other day, some DHDs. However, I think I'll take this because this is like a step up for me. Like I never ride 6.0. However, if it does start to get some size, I've actually gotten baby Bommy on this, a really good wave in November last year. Couldn't believe it, it was clean and glassy. So because this actually, it's like really skinny dimensions, but it is heavier. It's FCS1 fins, that's how old the board is. I have all boards with Futures. I have Futures, FCS2 and FCS1 because some of my boards, actually, this is the only board I have now, which is FCS1. Yeah, if it does get to be a little bit more size, then at least I know that I've got like the weight of this. This was originally probably like 25 liters maybe. I'm not actually sure. It didn't say the liters. Anyway, I am going to screw these fins in and then go on this. I'm gonna go also closer to the high tide. It's probably gonna be better like lower tide. Oh my god. But I wanna go in more high tide because it does drop and go really shallow. I actually got my first wave at Money Trees on this in G-Land. That just awakened something really magical within me. So yeah, even though this board is snapped, this is really the only board, because I think it snapped more in the middle, it's like still been okay, whereas I can feel with my 5.5 that I snapped at the beginning of last month, because I snapped it more towards the back, it's changed the weight distribution. It feels definitely heavier at the back. And look, sometimes if you are going in bigger waves, like sometimes of course like more weight is better, but it's also just gotta intuitively like feel good. So yeah, we could board talk for so long. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's so nuanced, right, for everybody. But okay, these are in nice and tight now. I have a 7.0 leash because this is a 6.0. Oh, the only thing is the grip pad. So I'm going to just cut this off, this bit, just go with part of the trackpad like this. Hi, I'm here. Yeah, you can tell it's building. Oh yeah, it's building. Shit. Maybe I should come back with a different board. I have the 6.0. Yeah, I definitely see Bommy moving now. Okay, I'm gonna get out there. I mean, baby Bommy. But it's still like really crowded. You can tell something's kind of building slowly because it is 19 seconds. Okay, we'll wait for a better set. Okay, here we are. Something's definitely building, but it's still not quite yet. Okay, it's definitely like building. Not yet peaking. I'm gonna wax the board though. Okay. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Oh, there's a lot of wax on here already. Okay, I just got out a bit before. Okay, that was really anticlimactic. Very disappointing. I waited for hours floating on my board. We all did. A lot of the waves earlier were closeouts. Okay, that was a long session of like sitting on my board. Very, very tired now. My eyes should feel a little bit funny. I'm gonna go leave, eat, and again because the swell's actually gonna arrive tomorrow, I need to get rest because today there's a lot of like, is it happening? Is it happening? And it isn't. And now I'm just like exhausted. However, we did everything I could to prepare for Big Swell, and the preparation for Big Swell again starts tonight by just eating good food, getting good rest, winding down. It's actually very pretty, but it's also like just a lot of closeouts, very fat. I guess they all were saying that it was a really west swell. For Bommy to work really well, it should be more of a southwest, not too south, not too west, even like southwest, but southwest is like best for Bommy. And today was just a lot more of a west swell. Temples was firing. Temples looked so good. So many beautiful, good waves from there. I think it's a good direction for Secrets. And now outside corner. Outside corner racetrack. Okay, so these are my thoughts. Today was kind of disappointing. I did get a few waves at the beginning. Not very good waves, and I think a couple of them, one guy dropped me and then the other one like closed out. The good thing about today is that I did everything that I needed to do to prepare for a bigger swell. I did my meditation, I did all like the morning routine, and I ate well, and yeah, I probably could have had better sleep. I'm definitely going to get good sleep tonight. However, we never know what Mother Nature's going to do. So I think the most important is always to have the most positive mindset and to be prepared in the different areas before you surf, you know, bigger days. Still nice. I saw friends in the water, chit chat, and of course it was beautiful. Although today was cold, it was definitely windier, and I wish that I could have worn my 2mm, this wetsuit, the ones I get from Atmosia. They are only 1.5mm, and it's fine if, like, you know, it's sunny and there's no wind. But as soon as like it might get a little bit cloudy and windy, I get cold. So I have a new wetsuit by Abyss that is so warm. It's a little bit big for me. It's actually really nice and fitted on the arms, but it's a bit long in the body, but it's 2mm and it is super warm. Yeah, I also took my 6.0 board, which, like, I think if it was like bigger and more pumping, then it would have felt like better with more energy in the wave and the takeoff. But one, the waves at the end were just like a bit fat, and then I was probably also undergunned because the waves did get bigger. But then also, yeah, you know, snapped boards, they definitely feel different. It definitely felt like heavier, and also that board is like an older board, so it's like FCS1 fins, which like is fine. It can work like a snapped board and an older board under certain circumstances. However, I really feel like the difference with like some of my other boards, like I have like, well, I snapped my 6.3 and I snapped my 5.5, but I right now have been using a 5.8, which is a Lost Whiplash, and it is just such a good board. I actually want to get that board made in a 5.5. They actually have a used one for sale, or maybe it's a new one in White Monkey. It's a 610 that today I was thinking about. I was like, oh, the waves are bigger, maybe I could get that. Anywho, I'm always thinking about boards. But they were my observations from today. I'm going to end the video here. I do hope that you found some value and some vibe and some fun from the video, from the vlog today. Please, I am focused on growing my channel so I can get monetized, which means I need to get 1,000 subscribers. So I would appreciate if you like this content, hit the subscribe button. I would also love a thumbs up because it just pumps the algorithm for me. Anywho, if there's anything that you'd like to leave in the comments, thank you. Let's connect there. Otherwise, I will see you next video. Bye for now.